Hey everybody, this is the Johnston Property Group. Burk and Shawn here today. We're going to be talking some market updates for this brand new year in 2022 and just see how things are starting off this new year. So Shawn, let's... So Shawn, let's take it away on the sell side stuff and see what we got going on.
So we're just going to run through a bunch of quick stats, and then we're going to talk about what they really mean. A lot of this is going to be redundant. We talk about this every month, but let's go through these real quick. So first of all, I don't think we've ever clarified this before, so I'm going to hit this really quickly. The difference between median and average. That's probably a really common question that I get. So when we talk a median price, that means, let's say there were 100 houses that sold. Median means we go to the middle of the pile and we pull out the number 50 house, and that's the median price. If we're doing average, we take all those prices, we add them all together, and then we divide them by 100 and we come up with an average. So these prices are going to be based on the median because we feel like that gives more of an accurate representation of the market. So median list price last month in December was $349. The median sold price, however, was $316,585. So interesting number.
So folks are listing a little high, and
it depends on the house, obviously, right? So
that's true. Okay.
You're going to see these numbers they're never going to be 349 and 349 because you're going to have some highs and some lows depending on the houses.
Very true.
But yes, I would say. And we are seeing that somewhat consistently, that people are coming into the market. If you're a seller and you're watching this video, a lot of people talk to me and say, well, I want this amount of money for my house for varying reasons. Your house is worth what the market says your house is worth, and that market is moving, no question about it, up over 30% this last year. So the market has been moving consistently, but at the same time, you have to be in the sweet spot if you're going to get your house sold and not have it on the market too long.
Speaking on it going up, in all of the U.S., all of the continental U.S.,
good point.
The medium home price is up to $350,000, $300,000, which is up $66,000 from last year.
Yeah,
so it is moving up in the general of everybody around the
around the country.
Around the country. Thank you.
And same here in Billings as well. So days on market. So again, median versus average. So if you're, let's just, as a buyer, median is 9 days right now.
Right, and for me that means that when you find a house on Zillow, Realtor, or Keller Williams app, you're going to see that those houses disappear a lot faster. As the median, it's 9 days. You might find something on a Monday, it'll be gone by Friday or Monday of next week. So you got to be aggressive on that. As a seller, though, we're looking at more average, and I'll let Shawn chime in on that one.
Well, in my opinion, the difference between the two is when you're a buyer, you're looking at one specific property. And so to say, hey, I'm looking at this one specific property and the average days on market is 28, therefore I've got 28 days to get something done, is not realistic. Like Burk was saying, you need to be ready to move, have all your ducks in a row, financing in order, letter from your lender, and ready to buy. Whereas if you're a seller, if you're listing your home, you're now looking at a larger number of people looking at your house, and you're one house for sale in the larger bucket. So kind of a different way of looking at things. And again,
and the reality is the bucket of buyers is substantially bigger than the bucket of sellers right now.
Correct.
That's, everybody's moving everywhere, out of Cali, out of wherever. So, that's my side is we're looking at this little bit and he gets to have all this. Correct. So I have to be more pointed with my clients. And when we're going after things, we're all ready to go. We're making an offer the day we look at it. We're not going to take time. If you like it, let's happen and let's go after it.
Okay.
Right. Moving on to inventory.
Yep. So inventory, it's the trend, right? Inventory this time of year starts to dwindle a bit, and as we're not having any slowing in buyers in the market. So right now, there are 100 houses in the area 1 through 8 that we always talk about in Billings, not the entire Billings market and not the entire market of properties. This is strictly looking at residential. If we start throwing lots of land and commercial and all that other stuff in, the numbers, it gets all skewed. So there are 100 houses on the market as of today, the 4th of January. Last month we sold 222 in that same market area. So that means we have
13 and a half days.
Yeah, 13
not even 2 weeks, guys.
Of market.
I mean, that's
of inventory.
That's low. That's scary. As a buyer's agent, that means we're really making sure that we're all knowing as a group when I'm working with you, with all of you as clients, we know what we're looking at and we're very specific on it, so we know what we need to be doing in this kind of a market. And so, just a great market update this month, kind of quick, kind of short, hitting the real good bullet points here. Honestly, learning something different on the median versus average, that's something that, I've been asked a few times, and unless you work in the industry, you just don't know to ask the question.
Yep. So that's pretty much a quick wrap up on the seller side. This is a great time to be listing property. Obviously, very limited inventory in the market right now. Short turn time for sales. And historically, I've done the research over the last 10 years looking at best time during the year to sell, and honestly, February is generally speaking the highest numbers during the year. So if you've been considering getting your house on the market, right now is a great time to do that. So as always, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and if you have comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you have questions
down below.
All right, well, thanks very much, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Remember, the Johnston Property Group, where we bring real estate to real life.